All right, everybody, welcome back to the Hoopz Junkiez Podcast. This is our second podcast. I'm your host, Marcus. We got my brother from the same mother, AB. What's up, AB?
Better known as the truth.
The truth. Why? So you calling yourself the truth? You know they call Paul Pierce the truth already.
Man, ain't nothing came out of Paul Pierce's mouth that's been the truth since he crapped on himself in the game and had them wheel him out of there. You know.
Yeah. So, yeah, I somebody might take issue with that. Maybe like Paul Pierce, but if we ever get big enough to where he see that, then that's when you have to worry. But until then, we're gonna let that stand, and we'll call you the truth.
Until then, we're gonna let LeBron James pick out Paul Pierce's nickname. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah, like maybe son. Your nickname is son. All right, so we're gonna get started. We want to thank the people that has been watching our podcast so far, and I just want to give a shout out to a new subscriber that commented in the comment section. His name is, or at least his handle is Listen to Lycon. I think that's how you say it. Listen to Lycon. And he has some stuff to say because he heard the podcast. He's a Rockets fan. He agreed with a lot of what we were saying. So I'll just read some of his comments on it.
Okay.
All right. So he starts out, he says, diehard Rockets fan from Australia. Keep doing this podcast. He really enjoyed the content. He really agreed with the DAntoni points that we were making. He was fantastic in 2018, but even then, every playoff series I've seen with him, he refuses to make adjustments in important situations. For example, Game 7, when we missed 27 3-point straight. You know, that infamous Game 7, which I still think we could have won it, but, Rockets fans have a different point of view than everybody else. So he says, why not play Harden from the mid-range? Draw up some plays to attack the rim. It's just mind-boggling. Even the Warriors' Game 6 Steph was allowed to play one-on-one way too much. We didn't force others to beat us with no KD. He's referring to when KD went down, and they still beat us in that playoff. So he says, then this Lakers series, Harden was taken out of games from being doubled, and we couldn't draw up plays to defeat a 4-on-3 situation. Anyways, he's free. He's offering to join the podcast on sometime if we would have him on or when he has time or whatever. So I responded to him, and then he responded back. He says, he says, at Hoopz Junkiez Podcast, I'm fully with the idea of adding a bit of unpredictability with the mid-range, or at least taking what's available to keep defenses accountable. Look at every year we did well. 2015, we had a mid-range game with Harden and others stepping in from time to time. 2018 and 19, the same thing with CP3. 2016 and 17, no mid-range got exposed in the playoffs. In 2020, Russ wasn't healthy. He couldn't hit mid-ranges or attack consistently. The offense becomes predictable, another disappointing playoff. Every time we had a mid-range game, we were dangerous. Every time we have no mid-range game, we fall apart to smart teams, a.k.a. the Spurs in 2017, and again, the Lakers in 2020.
What was his name again?
His name is Listen to Lycon. I think that's how you say it.
First of all, listen to Lycon. Thanks for tuning in, and we appreciate the feedback. And I want to say first of all that I agree with pretty much everything he's saying.
Right, because everything he's saying was pretty much everything we were saying.
Yeah, I mean, I done made all the same arguments and stuff myself. The only thing that I will say is, because I think this was kind of in regards to Mike D'Antoni, and the only thing that I'll say, and I'm not trying to defend Mike D'Antoni, I told y'all my views on it.
Indefensible.
But yeah, I mean, the only thing is how much of that is actually Mike D'Antoni, with the no mid range and stuff like that. Because when Mike D'Antoni was in Phoenix and he had the 7 seconds or less Phoenix Suns, it wasn't all just no mid-range and only 3-point shots. Amari Stoudemire made his living in the mid-range. Steve Nash would pull up off the dribble, have a big backpedaling, and he'll stick the mid-range in a heartbeat. So I think Mike D'Antoni was on board, but I think that's largely an issue that is a Daryl Morey thing with the all threes, dunks, layups, free throws, and minimizing the mid range. But yeah, I definitely agree. If for no other reason, then it brings some unpredictability into the offense. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I had a point of view, but then you kind of you brought another element into it when you started talking about Daryl Morey. It's a Daryl Morey thing, and the reason why I say this is because you started out and you said how much of it is a Mike D'Antoni thing, and I was going to disagree with you and say a lot of it is a Mike D'Antoni thing because he's the coach of the team. And if we as viewers or fans can see the issues sitting at home watching the game, then how come he can't see the issue and make the adjustments during the game? It's like, okay, you have players on your team that obviously they have opportunities to shoot the mid-range. The other team is giving you mid-range opportunities. When your 3-pointers are not falling, you have to take what's there, if not just to keep, okay, maybe we want to shoot more 3-pointers. And that's all well and good. But when your 3-pointers are not falling like how it was in that game 7 against Golden State, take some 2-point shots. If they're giving that to you, we need to keep it moving and we need to keep that rhythm going. And so, but then you said Daryl Morey, and I say this about Daryl Morey. If you hire me to be the coach, let me be the coach. We would like to take a bunch of we would like to take 1 million 3-point shots. But if our players are not hitting the 3-pointer right now, let's get some 2-pointers. Let's kind of keep he don't mind 2-pointers because it was either let them shoot the 3-pointer or get a slam dunk at the basket, which is 2 points. Get it however you can get it. Thank you for watching the Hoopz Junkiez Podcast. We hope that you enjoyed the video. And if you did, make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below. And if you want to check out more videos, don't forget to hit the bell notification so that you are alerted anytime we post new videos.